Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Vintage Story, episode 35, where we are trying to get ready for spring. And I can't help but feel that I actually wasted time over the winter period, but this is my first winter in the game. During the last episode, I managed to manufacture a decent shield, at least. Hopefully that'll prove handy. Things seem to be warming up. I'm hoping the planting season will arrive soon. And apparently I shouldn't be mining the way I am. I got a message saying Minecraft mining isn't the best way of doing things. I'm not entirely certain how I'm supposed to be doing things differently, except possibly find surface deposits and then dig down from there. The problem is surface deposits aren't that common in the game. Right, what am I doing? I can't remember what I'm doing. What's the weather like? Apparently we had snow again. What time of day is it? Oh, it's evening. It's only -1. That's positively cool. We are building what hopefully will prove to be a chicken enclosure. I don't know to what extent the chickens can actually jump. I'm assuming they can jump a block, to be honest. So I probably ought to expand. Well, I need to put a gate in. And things like that. I'm just clearing the snow so I can see where I'm working with. These are feeding troughs. I've got to put egg baskets in. I'm making the huge assumption that I can capture the chickens I need. The other thing I need to capture... the other thing I need to do is dig out my charcoal, which I should probably do now, I guess. Yes. There's a person very kindly going through my entire playlist and providing advice. That's how come I know, for example, that I'm not supposed to be doing Minecraft-style mining. But like I say, I don't really see the alternative. There's a copper deposit over there. I think I can show it on the map. It is... yeah, there's copper over there. That's where my actual mine is, where that's the last time I found copper. Hello! How are you doing, Audrep? And apparently there was copper over here. So seeing as I am as far down as here, I could just mine that way. I know, not necessarily the best approach to doing it. So, what am I doing? Oh, yeah. Trying to put... is that all I've got? Huh. Ain't it always the way when you run out of... oh, there we go. What I do actually think I need is a gate. before it gets too dark, we can at least start. So the basic idea is, yes, I'll put a, let's see, I'm going to be doing some counting, excuse me a moment. Perfect. So I'm putting a gate in here, I think. I ought to put 2 gates in. This isn't actually my preferred way of doing this. I would rather, oops, be able to see in, but if it stops them from escaping, I'm all for that. Yeah. All I need now is a gate, which means I've got to manufacture stuff. In principle, I ought to put a secondary gate in. That is, you put 1 gate here, extend this a bit, put another gate in, so you can go in, close the gate behind you, open this gate. In principle, that's what I ought to do. I probably will, actually. Do I have any other? Oh, I do. That sounds excessive, but without better knowledge of how the chickens that I'm assuming I can get will behave, it seems not unreasonable to do it in this fashion. And just when I need walls, I've converted everything into granite cobblestone. Oh, wait a minute. I can always use that. I don't mind mixing up my ingredients. Oh, what happens if I try this? This isn't going to work, is it? But we can try it anyway. Nope, of course it's not going to work. Oh boy, it got dark. So the general principle would be, yeah, and you just fill that in. So 2 gate system, 1 there, 1 there. Hopefully everything will cooperate. If I've learned anything from Minecraft, is that livestock rarely cooperates. So, gate. What do I need in order to make a gate? Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't realize. I didn't realize you were Prakash. Hello. Oh, they do have wooden fence gates. Oh, okay. Oh, look at that. That's going to be an easier option. Nope. Wooden fence gate. If I'd known I could make wooden fences, I would have made those, but whatever. I need an excuse to build with walls. I'd rather have gates, I suppose. Let's see how. this works. Can't see what I'm doing. You know what? I'm going to come back in the morning and do that. Ah, right. That explains it. And now I'm tempted to replace the entire walls with fences, but if I know anything about chickens, just give them half of it. Well, okay, chickens in reality, like any animal, captive animal, given half a chance, it will find a way to escape. They always do. Okay, so I don't need to make a full-blown gate, which is very nice because that takes up resources. So, where's my prospecting pick? Oh, the other thing I apparently can make is tool rack. Yeah, look at that. How about we make a tool rack? What was the... Okay, I'm going to need sticks. Let's see if we can't neaten things up a bit. Eh. Oh, that's how it works. It's not exactly exciting, but still. Huh. I'm not sure that's any better, to be honest. But it cleans up the floor somewhat. And apparently it's not going to place that. Requires no... Oh, I see. Oh, gotcha. Needs to be lower down on the ground. Or I need higher walls. I'm just dithering, really. I don't really need that on me for where I'm going. I'm gonna need torches, though. Oh, I've got torches. 2 should be sufficient. Let's see. How cold am I? Not very. Do I want to go and do more copper mining? You know, I can't help but think I was going to be doing something else. Let's grab the prospecting pick. Thank you. And thank you again. And how are Phoebe and Pixel today? What I better do now is remember how I got to where I was going. Anybody remember? How far up did I go? Nope. This has the traditional... Morning, Donnie. How are you doing? See if I can make my way. To where? Here we go. So it was somewhere around here, obviously, that I found my... So, if this is correct, I should find copper over that way. And I will now irritate. Well, not too bad. How are... I was going to say your minions, but that's not the correct expression, is it? How are Peanut and Lola and Earl and Kitty and the others whose names I forget? Well, I appreciate their assistance. Yeah. I know somebody's going to be looking at this later and saying, no, you're doing it all wrong. You shouldn't be going that way in that fashion. To which I can say, at least I'm underground and not freezing to death. Rather amusingly, I didn't realize this, Twitch has something of a history with multicasting, as I am doing. I don't know what their current policy is, but apparently in the past, part of their terms of service was that you didn't multicast. But now I think their policy is that multicasting is kind of okay, but I am expected not to give preference to one channel when engaging with chat over another, which I think by using Restream to display both chats simultaneously kind of means that I just respond to chat. I really ought to look into it more, but honestly, I've been multicasting for almost the entirety of my so-called live streaming career. Yeah. Well, I haven't gotten into trouble yet, and I don't think anybody can ever say that I give preference in chat to one stream over the other. If somebody says something, I reply. That's my normal policy. There's no part of me that says, oh, they're on Twitch, I shall therefore ignore them. Right, so now we might start finding... Oops. There you go. I wish they'd get their policies about different resolutions for viewers. I'm not quite sure why they don't do something about that. So, in principle, you see where it says copper on the surface there. Well, yeah, that mining icon I'm heading towards. That's where I found copper on the surface. I didn't actually pick it up. But, in principle, in that area, there should be large deposits of copper somewhere. In other geek notes, I think I've mentioned before that I did discover it was actually possible, under OS X at least, to apply a virtual green screen. It works extremely well. And I've been trying to research that the problem is, if I say put a green background on the webcam, the capture card background also goes green, which is non-desirable. Oh, okay, we have large amounts of quartz, which I don't want. Well, my experiments at the weekend to try and multicast from OBS directly. Ooh, look at this. I've taught me a few things. Oh, there's quartz. Look at that. Shame I don't need it. Wow, there's a lot of quartz down here. Oh, wow. Yep. Lots of stuff. Now. Didn't realise that was that deep underground. I can almost sense I'm going to get lost. Ooh, what's that? Oh, cracked granites. That doesn't sound positive. If this were Minecraft, I would be getting concerned. More concerned than I am at present. Slate. Okay, we should be close to the surface here, I think. Well, at least I found another area to explore. Never seen cracked granite before. The other thing I would be nervous of if this was Minecraft would be gravel collapsing under me. Actually, you know, it occurs to me that the other thing I ought to be slightly nervous of is hibernating bears. Do bears hibernate in this game? Well, actually, technically they don't hibernate, do they? They sort of go into torpor. I think that's a more accurate description. Okay, so that is the surface, probably. Should have brought blocks with me. So, right up there, above my head, was where I found copper. I'm not quite sure why I'm breaking that block. Silver. Ooh. Oh, that's interesting. Silver is actually associated with copper quite frequently. I'm not sure if there's much I can do with silver, but it's interesting. What can you do with silver? Oh, you can make a silver axe, which makes no sense at all. Why would you want to make a silver axe? Its durability isn't great. It makes no sense at all. I see no reason for... Oh, you're kidding me. The durability is... Hmm. Well, I'm not seeing any immediate use for silver. I will probably have to look into that more at some point. What time is it? 8:16. Okay, I need to actually head back. Because I want to work on the chicken coop. You know, I came through here and never realized there was cracked granite. I'm not sure that it helps me in any way, shape, or form, but still. All I've got to do now is find my way out. And that is not the way out. Yeah, the perennial problem. Getting lost in your own mine. And here's me expecting myself to perform logically when I'm digging. Nope. Oh no, that's definitely not the way I want to go. But this apparently is. Nope, that wasn't the way. Ooh. That definitely wasn't the way. Oops. But this was. How do the cats respond to vacuuming? My family used to have a dog that liked being vacuumed. You know, you take the suck nozzle and it was... he did like that. A little improbable that I can see daylight, because this is completely sealed in. Still. Right. All kinds of places to explore. Hey, Tony. Still building our chicken coop. Ah. With excessive... Ooh, that reminds me. I need branches. The search for branches. Actually. And in case anybody has noticed, I don't particularly care when I'm building stuff if it doesn't precisely match. My level of I don't care is quite remarkable. I mean, let's face it, if you're building this in real life, would you really care if everything matched or was functional? Could go cut down a tree, but don't really need to. Hang on a second. Actually, darling, this is weird. I'm not actually see. Oh, there we go. Okay, sorry. For whatever reason, Danny, your comment about Lola keeps trying to get into your soup and Peanut is chasing Earl. That got blocked for comment, for review. Don't know why. So, in case anybody's wondering what's happening to Danny's cats, there you go. You have been updated. Yeah, it can be a bit strange. I mean, the simplest thing was simply switch moderation off. I actually spent most of it asleep. I know in principle you're not supposed to be able to catch up in your sleep, but it's my equivalent of taking a vacation. How was everybody else's Sunday? Oh my goodness, open water over there. Look, open water. Well, sort of. Oh, grief. Right, that should keep me in sticks for some brief time. Oh, look! We are getting signs of thawing. Nope, not that. It is actually kind of ridiculously nice that things are starting to improve. Oh, breathe. I can't remember. Okay. Trying to remember that. Yes. And I need to put a roof on the chicken enclosure. So, in case anybody's wondering, here's the general principle. Open through here, close. Now, if the chickens get out, it doesn't matter because they can't get out through that gate. As long as I don't forget, I should be fine. Right. And I'm not going to do any fancy roof. I'm just going to put a plain wooden roof on there. And I need to know how to make wooden slabs. Birch slab. How do I make birch slabs? Oh. Boards. First you make boards, then you make slabs? Okay. Nope. Yeah. What is the wood I have the most of? Maple. Wow. Time has galloped by already. And it's only 0 degrees. There we go. This is very Minecraft. And if anybody says it's unimaginative, you're absolutely right. Except for the fact that I did not expect it to do that. The blasted shield gets in the way. No? Oh, great. Am I getting a masterclass in how to... Oh, that's interesting. I can't seem to jump over gates. Maybe this was excessive. Great. I haven't, strangely, I have not worked with slabs. Oh, come on. You're really going to do this to me? You blasted game. Ooh, I'm infuriated already. Are you... Are you seriously telling me? Oh. Things would be a lot easier if I had the game mechanics down. Look, all this trouble, and I've managed to put exactly... Okay, alright, I can take a hint. I'm going to have to make the rotation tool. I'm going to have to make a rotation tool so I can put silly slabs in. Are you kidding me? Ah, is that the... Okay. Is that the trick? No, it's not. Well, it is, but not. So it appears, click on the lower part of the slab there, and you get sometimes sometimes you get what you're after. The reason I'm doing this is I was told you need rudimentary shelter for your chickens, which would make sense. Obviously, you don't need to in Minecraft, but all that work for that. Oh, there it is. Why is it rotating on the ground? Why am I doing it? I'm sure at some point someone's going to say, you really don't need to put all that effort into chicken enclosure. And I will say, you're quite right. Or something like that. Oh, okay. Oh, this is interesting. I have 32 right there. Yeah. Now, if I say this... Oh, it did 64. Last time it only gave me... Never mind. Why has the oaken shield already lost durability? And I think I'm almost out of vegetables. Don't think I've got any left, have I? I've got a turnip left. That's it. That's all the food I've got until the next harvest. Plus a pie and a quarter. Whatever bread I can make. Wow, well, I've been going an hour already. Let's make some torches and let's just take the grass. There we go. There's an excessive amount of torches, I guarantee you. Oh, I should also take some blocks with me. Finally, I remember that I will need blocks. What was I planning on doing? Does anybody remember what I was planning on doing? No, I don't remember. Hello, Mars Bandit. How you doing? Sorry, I just noticed the comment. My apologies, I wasn't ignoring you. And here was me commenting on Twitch's policies about preferential treatment in chat, and I didn't see your message. Oh, hang on. And yeah, Danny. Oh no, Danny's commented there. Gotta go find a cat to make spend time with me. Yes, I think that's a perfectly rational thing to do. I don't know of anybody that would complain about that. I'm putting the roof on my chicken coop. And I found more caverns. And apparently, according to one of my correspondents, I shouldn't be mining the way I am. And all I can say is, it's winter, it's cold, and at this way, it's the only way I know of mining. And it's gotten me to where I am today. So, we will actually dive back into the mine shortly. I think. Or not. It's not as if I don't have a spare pickaxe. And so, yeah, I've got to take a quick break for the usual reasons. It's only -3 outside. Come on, ground. Hurry up and thaw so I can get planting started. So, I will be back in a couple of minutes. Right, what was I doing? Back to mining, I think. Rather amusingly, I remembered yesterday that this old Mac keyboard that I'm using on the Mac, obviously. Ah, you should be privileged. This little Mac keyboard, I'd forgotten, has this feature where it actually has a mini USB hub on it. So I've been able to free up 2 slots on the streaming PC by plugging my microphone and my earbuds wireless receiver into the keyboard, and it works, and that saves me a couple of USB slots. Oops, you know what I forgot? Blocks. I should take some blocks with me. I will take some cobblestone blocks with me. Time is it? Oh, still early. I'm really surprised that actually worked, because this is an old keyboard. I don't know how old this keyboard is. It's a wired Mac keyboard. I'm guessing it's USB 2 or 1, but it doesn't seem to make any difference to the audio, and audio doesn't need a huge amount of bandwidth, so... Now I've got to remember where I was going. Anybody remember where I was going? Because I've now forgotten. Let's put some torches down so that I can try and give myself a fighting chance of finding my way around. Yeah, that's good. Yeah. The sound doesn't require a lot of Oh yeah, I was going to check down here, wasn't I? And that's precisely why I wanted blocks with me. That's very Minecraft. Wow. This all goes on for some way. Ah, okay. Bismuth. in this general area. That's nice to know. I'm just looking for... Cannot help but wonder how far this goes down. If this was Minecraft, I'd be saying, ooh, I wonder if there's diamonds down here. Ooh. What is periodite? Do I need it? Ah, it's just a rock. Hello, Stank. Sorry, I missed you joining the chat there. It's not synced. Oh, okay. Sorry, trying to keep track of all the conversations means I'm losing out. So, does this have anything interesting in it? No. Not immediately obvious. Did I check down here? Probably. Yeah, I did. Did I? Yes, I did. I think. Now I don't know. Oh yeah, that's right. There was bismuthite nearby. What I'm actually looking for are two things, really. One is signs of iron ore. And the other is more copper. Did I go over here? I don't think I did. I don't actually know if there's an approved way of finding... Oh, that's sphalerite. Oh, okay. Sphalerite was tin, was it not? That's it? That's all you got for me? No, sphalerite is... Yes, sphalerite is zinc, I think. Huh. It's all useful. That is... Nope, cracked. That is more cracked granite. Now we're down to periodite. Oh, wow. Oh, what's this? Ah, now this is useful. This is saltpeter. That's a lot of saltpeter. That's useful. I wonder how many people have starved to death because they got lost in their mine. I want the saltpeter for fertilizer. I wonder if this... one thing I don't know. One day I'm going to have to create a test world just to try stuff out. What happens if you get through? Can you actually fall out of the bottom of the world? Wow, this is a lot of saltpeter. This could be truly magnificently useful, so to speak. Now I've got a lot of it. Actually, do you have to use saltpeter on that? Oh. How about that? Spade is faster. That makes sense. Now here's the thing. I wouldn't have found this if I hadn't done Minecraft style mining, so... Whoa! That's lava. Saltpeter is for is a fertilizer. It's actually got a couple of uses. Not just in the game, but it is a fertilizer and it is a component in black powder. It is potassium nitrate, and it is an oxidizer for black powder. Look at that. We've got lava. Wow, that is quite a cavern down here. Huh. I'll tell you what, that's much better lava effect than Minecraft produces. Hmm. The temptation to keep going is quite remarkable. Sanity almost demands that I turn around and say, you know what, you've pushed your luck far enough, but when you encounter a cave system like this, you kind of have to just go take a look, don't you? I do like the lava effects, those are very nice. And what is that? That's basalt. Basalt, I should say. Oh, that's it. That's it down here. Uh, Emerald. Wow. Okay, I don't really need emerald. But this is screenshot worthy, I think. This is where exploration has taken us. If I say so myself. I don't know. That is not a question I have an answer to. I noticed that my gear wheel in this is spinning and has I think that might indicate just how deep we are, but we have come a long way down. And I need to start thinking about heading back up. But still. Oh wow, look, there's actually quite a lot of it over there. Yeah, yes you do. You can pick it up with a bucket. And then stick it in your pockets. Which is hilarious. Oh. Why are you starting to complain? Is it because I jumped? Why is he... Why is he complaining? Oh, is it air quality? What? Oh no, I'm gonna die. What the heck? What do you want to bet? It's gases or something? How did I get down here? Oh, this is slightly scary. Yeah, I'm officially scared. How did I get out of it down here? Yeah, I know. I don't know why. This is the time when I could seriously help somebody saying, I'm doing this wrong or that wrong. Got a feeling I'm gonna die. And I am lost. Okay. I think we're gonna have to take emergency measures, which is... Alright, let's... I have no idea why this is happening. I don't know. I don't think so. No, that's good. I'm doing the emergency exit technique. At least get as high as I can. And now we try and dig our way out. Let's go this way. Ah. We appear to be recovering. I am guessing I was suffocating due to conditions in the mine. That would be my best guess. All right. Okay, so this is why I bring out the pickaxe. Well, it's, you know, it's reasonable. There are conditions in mines definitely not conducive towards long-term survival. That would be my guess, though. I mean, with lava and what have you down there. Huh. My only option is to sort of dig straight out this way, I hope. This was not a situation I anticipated. But the good news is I'm out. Wow, that was interesting. Don't know, but it reminded me not to be quite so keen to do that kind of thing again. Huh. Well, that was mildly nerve-wracking. What did we come out of this with, though? The saltpeter, useful. Very useful. Got some low facility soil. Right, and now I need to sort out everything because I'm running out of storage. What's that? That is zinc. Okay. It's done. Where's my saltpeter? Let's put that away. It's irritating me. Oh, I should actually. Let's see. Now, for a short time there, I was starting to get somewhat concerned that I might not survive. Right. See if I can stash away this stuff. So I guess taking blocks with me was a worthwhile endeavor. Of course, I've lost them forever bound there, but you can't have everything. All right, where's my... there we go. Might as well finish off my roof. Yeah, no, I started to think, well, if I died, I'd have ended up back on my spawn island, which would have been not conducive to survival. If you know what I mean. Oops. Hey, but you know, we saw some new stuff. I mean, I kind of knew there was lava in the game. I can't remember whether it was Masked Raccoon who mentioned this and said that it was rare. But hey, I've seen it. I've seen lava in the game. Don't know if you can do anything with it. We'll take a look. See if you can actually pick up lava. Right. Now, whether I don't think it's accurate to say that our chicken hut is ready, but I mean, it looks like a sort of hut type thing that you would put chickens in, I think. So now I need some egg boxes. All based on the assumption that I will, in fact, be able to make to get chickens. So let's see. Suffocation. No. Hmm. Hello, what's a mining bag? Oh, okay, that's useful. How'd you make it? Huh. How do you... Let's see, what kind of masks? The respirator? No. Light vision? wow, there's some stuff you can make later. Still, I'm not seeing anything specifically to do with suffocation. Nope. Well, you can actually make stuff out. Well, I said, yeah, you can make stuff out of basalt, which is interesting. Huh. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, that's steel making. Okay. Not that interested. Okay. Let's get back on with our egg baskets. Oh, what was it called? Chicken, chicken, chicken. Chicken eggs. Back. Hen box. Planks and grass. Okay. We will make hen boxes. Might as well use birch because I got no reason not to. It's the hen box. A hen box. How about that? I mean, I suppose you could just fill the entire area there, but that seems a little excessive. Oh, and it's only 0 degrees. Positively balmy compared with what we've experienced previously. And I need to put some more torches up just for so they're ready. I really need a taller roof on this one, to be honest with you. Not entirely happy with the roof being that low. Let's make at least, yeah, let's put a somewhat taller roof on. Yeah, you were getting worried. Me too. That was not conducive to my state of mind. All this is just so that I can dig out underneath without worrying too much. Why did I have such a low roof here anyway? There we go. Room to breathe, so to speak. And I don't need that many torches, but still. Right, let's have a little look and see what the game has to say about lava. That's all it says. It doesn't say anything about lava. Unless they call that magma. Nope, they don't call it magma. It didn't look like still lava either. That looked like... Oh, excuse me. March 4th. Come on. I want to get back to planting. I want my turnips and my carrots. Stop snowing so much. I want to be able to go chasing raccoons and chickens. Oh, sorry, I'm yawning my head off. My apologies. This is turning into a sort of circle. Actually, it is, technically. In the Minecraft block world, there is a 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 1, 2. Yeah. This is almost a circle. If I just push that wall out a little bit, I'd have a circular room. If you ever want a frustrating experience, decide that you want to build a circle out of blocks in Minecraft. You will get frustrated. There are actually programs out there that will give you It would work for this as well. That will give you the precise block pattern for making circles. And when they get very big, you'd better be able to count, because there is nothing that in Minecraft. One of the most frustrating things is building a big circle, because if you're one block out, the ends don't match up, and you can simply say, well, we won't worry about it. And you may say, well, why would you want to build a circle? There are actually practical reasons. I mean, there's decorative reasons for making circles, but if you're building something like a zombie piglin farm, that has to be a circle. Yeah, you want it to be a circle because the idea is you stand in the middle and you want this area between 24 and 32 blocks away from you, centered on you, which by definition is a circle. So, yeah, if you're building zombie piglin farms, they tend to be circular. Don't have to be, but it's the most arguably efficient way of doing it. Because, and why 24 and 32? Because it's the optimum spawning is from 24 to 32 blocks away from the player. So you end up with these, circles 8 blocks wide with non-spawning regions between the inner layer and you, because if you move away, then you don't want things spawning in that central area. So, one day, if anyone's interested, I'll have to show you my zombie piglin farms. And anyway, making those is a serious pain in the neck. Technically speaking, I don't have to bother with that. I could just get it sort of right and just do a big square, but yeah, where's the fun in that? Right, what do we need to do? Let's see. Well, I've actually been going for 2 hours, so we are kind of coming to an end. Wasn't exactly the kind of day I was planning on having, but that doesn't matter. Certainly was not ending up exploring quite so much. We got our chicken enclosure built in principle. And now I know if I have to go mining, don't spend too much time deep down, because you start presumably to suffocate. I would actually have to look up that mechanic to see if that's what actually happened, because I suspect that's what's happened. Right, so I will be back in 2 hours with 2 hours? Yes, 2 hours with The Long Dark. I hope you all found this was moderately entertaining. With apologies to the critics who will say that I am doing the mining all wrong and that Minecraft style mining isn't the way I should be doing it. Well, I'm terribly sorry, but it's the only way I know how to do it. If I don't see you later, I shall wish you a good day and see you tomorrow. If I do see you later, well, I wish you a good day anyway. Thanks for joining me on this little adventure. I will see you all next time.